So what is acid-base balance? Acid-base balance refers to the acidity of blood. Our bodies need the correct balance of acidic and alkaline compounds to function properly. It is extremely detrimental to protein stability and optimal biomechanical processes, which is maintained through a constant blood pH level. Any disturbance or variation to either side of this balance, the vital process is disrupted, which can lead to death. When this disturbance is detected, the mechanisms of neutrality will kick in and increase the production or removal of hydrogen plus ions. As pH affects all functional proteins and biomechanical reactions, and as these proteins require a particular shape to carry out their function, when they misfold due to an imbalance, it can be extremely detrimental to homeostasis. So how does the body maintain this balance? Well, there are multiple buffering systems involved throughout the body that are essential in maintaining acid-base balance in the blood for homeostasis. The first main buffer system is the respiratory system. This regulates the removal of carbon dioxide. This is done through the respiratory control center in the brain, as it regulates how much carbon dioxide is released through the breathing rate. The other main buffering system is the kidneys. As part of the endocrine system, this will work much slower than the respiratory system to maintain blood pH. These are collectively known as the bicarbonate buffering system. When a change is detected, the kidneys will excrete either excess acids or alkali. When the body senses a change in H+ concentration, the buffer system reacts within a fraction of a second to decrease these changes.
So, what is the optimal blood pH? A vital component of the blood's pH is its degree of alkalinity or acidity within the human body. This is where the pH scale determines whether a certain substance is ruled as strongly alkaline or strongly acidic. A pH of 7 is neutral, for example water. However, the optimal blood pH is between 7.35 to 7.45, ruling it as slightly basic. It's recommended that the blood remains in its suggested pH to ensure that metabolic processes function properly, along with the right amount of blood transported to the tissues. Many conditions or circumstances will cause the blood pH of a patient to fall outside these limits, therefore making them more susceptible and vulnerable. To further explain, acidosis and alkalosis are terms that describe the atypical conditions when an individual's blood pH falls below 7.35 or above 7.45. Alkalosis is characterized through the buildup of excess alkali within the body. An excess of bicarbonate ions or loss of hydrogen ions amongst severe electrolyte derangements accompany alkalosis due to the transcellular shifts. Alkalosis is subdivided into respiratory and metabolic causes. Within the respiratory systems, causes of alkalosis could be due to either the low production of CO2 or the excess pulmonary loss of carbon dioxide, whereas the metabolic causes include the increased bicarbonate in the extracellular compartment, excess loss of hydrogen ions, or the diuretic-induced alkalosis. When the volume of acid in the body is raised through the absorption of a product that is or can be broken down into an acid, such as wood alcohol, antifreeze, or large doses of aspirin, metabolic acidosis occurs. Subsequently, when the lungs do not properly expel carbon dioxide, respiratory acidosis occurs, a condition that may arise in disorders that severely affect the lungs. So, we'll just leave you with this one question.
What are you if the pH value of your blood is too high?
Basically dead.